We have been talking about World War I, we've been talking about the Roaring Twenties, and then we got into the Great Depression. And how we looked at it in relation to what it did to the United States, what were the contributing factors, and then we looked at how it impacted the whole world. And especially we looked at last week the country of Germany, and those pictures of them burning the mark, the German money, for fuel and inflation, and the Treaty of Versailles, impact on that country. And how did that lead to this final tipping point of us getting into a world war again? The one thing our countries found out is in Europe, you know, Hitler took the Rhineland, he took Austria, he took part of Czechoslovakia, and we did appeasement, and the other countries in the world thought, well, he'll be happy with that, but he wasn't. And he kept thinking, nobody's doing anything, let's go for more, let's get more, let's go farther, let's grab more. And so Great Britain and France now realize that appeasing him didn't keep him happy or satisfied, that it just kind of made him want more and more and more. So Hitler and Stalin get together, and Poland is the area between these two countries. And Hitler and Stalin get this agreement, and they said, you know what, Adolf, you go, Stalin said to Hitler, you go ahead and attack from here. We'll attack from Russia. We'll conquer this area, divide it up. It's a win-win for both of us. So, now at this point, we are seeing sides begin to form. And initially, on the Axis powers, you have Germany, Italy, Russia, and Japan. And on the other side, the two countries who stated their support and loyalty to Poland were France and Great Britain. So we have the Axis powers and the Allied powers. But this little country right here will get moved over after we see what Hitler does. So here is Hitler and here is Stalin. And understand that Hitler was a dictator. But he was a dictator based, he ruled his country based on different beliefs than Stalin. And so remember, even though they were both dictatorial, they didn't trust each other, they didn't like each other. The philosophies behind it. And remember that the Nazi Party they hated the communists. And obviously that's what Stalin was. So Germany gets together and they work with Stalin, and Germany attacks Poland in September 1st, 1939. Now you really need to understand the condition that the Polish country was in. Poland was a rural country. It didn't have the industry, did not have the technology that Germany had. And so Germany's coming in with these tanks and these planes bombing things, and the Polish army is fighting on horseback. It was not an even match. There was no way Poland could stop. So after about 16 days between Russia coming in and Germany coming in, Poland was conquered. And so now France, who was an ally of Poland, and Great Britain, who are allies of Poland, said, we are now officially at war with Germany. And so Hitler had his sights on taking these other countries, and they came in there and so quickly overpowered the country of Poland that it's called the Blitzkrieg, or lightning war, that it was that fast and that powerful. So Hitler's happy. He's got Poland. Stalin's happy. They divided it up. And now Hitler goes, let's go west. I got the east taken care of. I have all that area there. Now, let me go take care of France, since we are now again at war. Remember, that was where all the trenches were in World War I. After Poland, Hitler's army seemed unstoppable. They seized Denmark, Norway, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, and Belgium. Then they began to move into France. Britain sent troops to help France resist the assault. They were quickly overpowered, and in 6 short weeks, France was overrun. We will look at the rest of this in the next video.